Hello everyone, X-Wall-Kill Bethelite here. And one reason I think that we really need to get on top of what our legal strategy needs to be with regards to Watchtower. Watchtowers hurt so many people financially. So many people are going to be working well into their 60s, 70s, because they weren't saving money. They weren't saving money because Watchtower was telling everybody there wasn't going to be a need to. Watchtower, who had heavy influence. What type of heavy influence? The threat of death. You listen to what we say or your death is imminent. And I don't mean what a lot of churches teach with regards to we just don't like certain things, or the afterlife will be more pleasant for you if you listen to us. No, Watchtower was teaching your current physical well-being was at stake. You'd be murdered in this big killing spree that was going to take place throughout the whole globe if you didn't do what they said. And what they said cost a lot of people a lot of money. A lot of people were in marriages they'd never been in. If it wasn't for Watchtower, and those marriages didn't work out. A lot of people were in a lot of situations that cost them money. I think we need to speedily, in a hurry, look into our legal rights as far as Watchtower is concerned. Somebody said, well, hey, the LGBT community should be able to sue all churches because all churches say that people shouldn't do things sexually. I don't think you can sue somebody because they said you shouldn't do something sexually. I think you can sue somebody if they say if you do XYZ sexually, you're going to die. And you're probably going to die tomorrow. You're going to die soon. If there's a death threat, yeah, and that's what Watchtower did. That's the difference that a lot of people aren't completely understanding with what I'm saying. Death threat, lawsuit, go hand in hand. A church just saying, well, you shouldn't do something. That's not what I'm talking about in regards to a lawsuit. I'm not talking about a church saying you shouldn't do something. I'm talking about an actual organization, Watchtower, that threatened a lot of people's lives and scared a lot of people's families into shunning anybody that didn't do whatever they said. That's the reason I'm talking about lawsuits. If you do something and you do it of your own accord because a religion taught it and you just thought it was a good idea, well, I don't think you have a case for a lawsuit. But if an organization or group or religion or whatever you call it, keep in mind this religion is banned in certain countries because it's extremist. There's a reason why it's banned. Now in the United States of America, religion can just go rampant. It's in the Constitution. There's things in the Constitution to protect religion, so religion can just go rampant. Well, this religion went too far when they started threatening people's lives. You will die, and you will die soon if you don't listen to us. Listen to us. All these people are about to be dead if you ain't listening. They're threatening people's lives. That causes mass hysteria. That causes mental instability. That causes people to make decisions under duress they would not normally make. These are reasons for lawsuits. A person is going to make a decision under far more duress if their life is threatened. Their physical well-being is threatened. So yes, as far as LGBT, anybody that physically threatens you, saying if you do what you want to do sexually, you're going to die. That's a death threat. Yeah, if you found out who that person was, of course you could sue them. Some of the reason I'm saying we should sue Watchtower is common sense. We would sue anybody doing the same thing that Watchtower, the organization that controls, quote unquote, Jehovah's Witnesses. That's their organization. The things that Watchtower does, if anybody else was doing it, a car dealership. If y'all don't buy this car, y'all about to die. Think hard. If you don't buy this car, you will die. I guarantee you that car dealership would be sued. I guarantee you that car dealership would be sued. You can't threaten people's death and you buy this car, or you get somebody, you find somebody, get them round up, you buy this car, God's going to kill you now or tomorrow or the next day. I guarantee you it would be sued. Any business. You go to another business, you take your business elsewhere, you get people riled up, you will die. Maybe not today, possibly tomorrow, but you won't make it through the next year. You're going to die if you don't do what we tell you. Everybody would be sued. Anybody would be. Any church, mainstream church, that gathered a whole lot of people together and said, hey, if y'all go to any other church, if y'all don't do what we tell you from now on, y'all going to be dead. Y'all are going to die, and you're going to die horribly, and your kids are going to see it. I'm not talking about heaven and hell. I'm talking about murder right now. They would be sued. The pastor would be out of there. So why is this even a question with Watchtower? You tell me, why is this a question with Watchtower? What do you mean, what losses have people taken? People have made entire career decisions under threat of death, under duress. People have made legal marital decisions under the threat of death, under duress. If somebody threatened your life if you did not marry them, you could sue them. Watchtower, hey, we're going to tell you who you can and can't marry. You're supposed to marry somebody in the organization of Watchtower. You're supposed to marry somebody with a title in the organization of Watchtower. People end up getting beaten and physically abused because they're a part of a male-dominated group. Where if this guy knows other people and he's beating up on you, they're not going to do anything about it and take your side. Oh, you just need to be more submissive. So the things that I'm referring to as far as medical treatments, people aren't just making these medical decisions about their kids dying and not taking blood and things like that just because they think it's a nice thing to do. No. Watchtower, threat of death. You don't do what we say, you're going to die anyway. People look at that situation, hey, if I do what Watchtower says, I might die. If I don't do what Watchtower says, I will die. Like, people are making decisions under the threat of death, under duress. This religion should not be able to function the way it does. But again, we live in the United States of America where Any cult you want can just pop up. You can do whatever you want as far as religion. You can run a full-on criminal empire. Just make it a religion. Legally, you don't have to talk. There's the whole Bible thing of confidentiality. There's a drug deal going on, you know about it. Legally, if you make it a religion, you don't have to talk. This was spoken of in confidentiality. I don't have to talk about it. Child sex abuse. Oh, this was spoken about in confidentiality. We don't got to protect the kid. We don't got to do anything. These religions are allowed to do things that most people would not be allowed to do. They have more rights than most companies, businesses, anything. What's the solution? The solution in the United States, to my understanding, is lawsuits. Well, when they overstep, there's lawsuits. Once that money is involved, then people listen quick, fast, and in a hurry. So what we need to hurry up and do is get these lawsuits filed and find the right lawyers and things like that. And I'm willing to work with anybody that wants to get together and start searching for these lawyers to get this done. Because what we don't realize is Watchtower, we don't want to wait until Watchtower files for bankruptcy. Watchtower has already been downsizing. Watchtower has been in decline. Normally, in the business world, the smaller companies are going to suffer. If there's a recession or something to that effect, the smaller companies are going to suffer. The smaller companies are going out of business first, before the bigger ones normally. They're going to get hit hard. They don't have as much money to protect themselves as the bigger fish. Watchtower is a small fish in comparison to other religions. Mormons are huge. Baptists are huge. Catholics are huge. Jehovah's Witnesses or Watchtower is small fish. So when religions start losing money, who's going first? The smaller churches are going to be packing up and closing their doors. What do we see Watchtower doing? Packing up, closing doors, selling properties. The writing's on the wall for Watchtower. Everybody would be happy if they closed their doors tomorrow. If they completely went out of commission tomorrow. Everybody would be, we'd all be happy. However, part of that happening would be filing for bankruptcy, closing everything down. What about the money you could have got? What if you could have got $100,000 in damages from what this religion did to you, psychologically and everything else? It ain't hard to prove that you were a Jehovah's Witness. You don't know everything about their doctrine because you just woke up one day and just knew everything about their doctrine. Your whole family didn't just so happen to be Jehovah's Witnesses and you weren't. Like, it's not hard to prove you were a Jehovah's Witness, and it's not hard to prove that threatening people's lives can be damaging to their psyche. I don't think we want to wait until Watchtower goes out of business. We've seen it with the recession. Businesses we never thought would go out of business went out of business. We never thought it would happen, and it happened. It's possible with Watchtower. It's very possible Watchtower could go out of business and be gone. And I would be happy about that. But what about the lawsuits? We don't want to wait until after it's gone to then be looking at calling lawyers and find out, wait a minute, I had a case. I had a case here. I had a case worth a few $100,000 sitting right here. I had a case worth 1-point-something million sitting right here. And didn't file it until after Watchtower collapsed. Filed for bankruptcy. So again, I'm willing to work with anybody that wants to get together and start calling lawyers in their area, and I'm calling them in my area, and we listen to what the lawyers are saying, and we come together and we formulate the plan. 937-789-4029. Send me a text. All you got to do is text "I'm in," and I'll know what you're talking about. And then we'll try to organize it. Just text "I'm in." Free to text "I'm in." Free to call lawyers who do the free consultations. They'll talk to you for free. One thing we got to understand is people who are not members of Watchtower don't fully understand what's going on. Otherwise, I don't know that Watchtower would have gotten away with it as long as they have. They don't fully understand what's going on. They don't know how to respond to it. We know what's going on. We need to get those voices out there. Not just trying to call news agencies and have a news article that people may or may not listen to. Lawyers, litigation, lawsuit. Yeah, they'll listen to that. Shots fired, they'll listen to that. Yeah, money, settlement, a nice $1 million. How else you gonna get? Tell me how else you gonna get $1 million? How many of you guys have other ideas on how you gonna get $1 million? But yeah, I have this idea right here. Don't cost nothing. I got this $1 million idea right here. Lawsuit, litigation. Let's tell it how it is. Let's tell it how it really is. Let's see if Watchtower can hide behind people's ignorance once lawyers start getting a hold of all this stuff that Watchtower is doing, and lawyers start licking their chops, because lawyers get money off of this too. Lawyers get money off of this. So you sitting down right now, or you in your car, or you're doing what you're doing, you're listening to this video. Do you have another way of getting $100, $200, $300, $300, $500,000 other than scratching lottery tickets? Do you have $1 million idea right now? Tell me that right now. You got another $1 million idea where you feel like you can get $1.something million. Post it down below. If you don't have one, text "I'm in" so that we can organize this and we can go ahead and get this money. You get $0 for the lawsuits you don't file. So even if you filed a lawsuit, didn't get anything, you ain't lost nothing. So this is far better than scratching a lottery ticket, I'll tell you that. You have an actual literal case that I think needs to be brought up over and over and over again to different lawyers till we find the right one. Churches should not be allowed to threaten people's lives, because that goes against freedom of religion. It goes against the Constitution. These people don't have freedom if their lives are being threatened. There's no legal argument against that. There's no argument to be made against. If I threaten your life, you're going to die if you join some other church. That's not freedom of religion. If I threaten your life, you're going to die if you don't do everything I tell you. That's not freedom of religion. That goes against the Constitution. I'm talking death threats. I'm not talking about, well, shouldn't we be able to sue every church because churches say they don't like certain things? No. If they're threatening your life, yeah. Yeah, if they're threatening your family members' lives, if they even speak to you, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. If you can't use any money, then that's fine. You know what I mean? You can't use no money. I'm talking, I don't see the downside. Texting, hey, I'm into 937-789-4029. 4029. Let me make sure we all heard it. 937-789-4029. Text I'm in. I'm in. I'm willing to talk to a lawyer, see if I got a case. Text I'm in. What if you just get 50,000? Yeah, I'll take that. What if you just get 10,000? Yeah, I'm in. There's a lady on the corner talking about, do I have a lighter? That's why I was doing that. That's why I was shaking my head. Yeah, no, I'll take that. If we all take 50,000, Watchtower be on its way up out the door. Double victory. We want Watchtower gone, and we want to be compensated for what happened to us. We were lied to. Our lives were threatened. Our lives were affected financially. Text I'm in, 937-789-4029. We'll see who all's interested. And we'll go about organizing it. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. I understand people like to take ideas. They like to steal ideas. Hey, I don't like him. Let's have somebody else do it. Do it then. Steal the idea. Call a lawyer. I'm not trying to make money off of your case. You making money off your case regardless of who does it. Text I'm in, 937-789-4029. Let's let the legal world hear about all the stuff that happened to us and let them say whether or not we have a case or not. X-Wall Kill Bethelite signing out.